The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video.
Come on, boys, get loud. 'Cause when the music starts bumping, the whole place will be jumping. It's my scene, you know what I mean.
Hey y'all, it's Harriana and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hook's pirate ship. I am the captain, you are not my first mate. I'm not the first mate because you want to know why. Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being the first mate. But hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Now, today I want to talk about something that I did briefly mention on my channel like probably a month ago, and I found out recently that nothing has been done about it. So you know what, I think the time has come for me to make an entire video just dedicated to this. And mind you, a lot of this is just going to be my thoughts, my opinions. If you are somebody that is like a head of the Disney like company or whatnot, I'm not trying to come for you. Do not come and sue me or nothing like that. I'm just talking about how I feel overall, but also a lot of what's going on behind the scenes is not right. And it's not even with just Disney, I'd say it's the whole American film industry in general, but also it's not even with Disney, because I even found out about some things going on in Japan with anime that is not so great either. If you guys are not aware, which you aren't because a lot of y'all don't know and it seems like it keeps getting overlooked, Disney is not paying their workers. And when I say they're not paying their workers, they're not paying certain kinds of workers. Usually when people assume that somebody works within like the film industry, they are making tons of money. They're thinking they're making like a shit ton of money, and they're not. A lot of people that work in this industry are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of them are struggling to pay rent. A lot of them be having multiple roommates living in one place. It is a hot ass mess, but especially when it comes to animation, you know, you have the overall film industry, and then you have that little part of the film industry that is the people that are basically focused on cartoons. It's like they get treated like ass over there. So I'm gonna go and read you a part of this article that I found about it. One of my friends sent it to me, so I know that this one is legit, along with having the link to the petition down below for you guys to sign, or if you guys want to read up on everything, and then I will be back with the rest of my commentary on this. The Animation Guild has set its sights on unionizing the Walt Disney Animation Studios production workers, a move that organizers say the family-friendly company is resisting. Coming off an aggressive run of organized drives at shows Rick and Morty, Family Guy, and Studios, Nickelodeon, Shadow Machine, IATSE Local 839 revealed Wednesday that the union is attempting to form a bargaining unit composed of around 78 production coordinators, production supervisors, and production managers at the Encanto and Wish Studio. According to the union, the studio had denied its request to voluntarily recognize the group of workers, preferring a National Labor Relations Board election and attempting to exclude production supervisors and production managers from the group that could participate in a vote, arguing that they work as managers. Initial conversations about unionizing among this group of workers began in the winter of 2022 and culminating in workers seeking voluntary recognition from management near 1 year later. In February 2023, in attempting to unionize, workers organized are seeking to improve pay and gain profitable health care that will travel with them from job to job. For the majority of us, this is our long-term career path. However, the current state tied to production coordinators does not reflect our worth. Production coordinator Maggie Hughes in a statement. We produce and deliver some of the most profitable franchises at one of the oldest animation studios in the world. It's unreasonable that production workers can't create a sustainable, comfortable future. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It takes a village to make a movie. It takes a village to make a TV show. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a show, a movie or a show that's on Lifetime. It could be like just an animated series that only has like one season if they get lucky. Everything that goes on, somebody worked hard on that. Somebody put their work into that. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, that when it comes to this industry will chew you up and spit you back out. I'm not even joking when I tell you that this industry is a hot ass mess. People are not lying when they just be talking about why they choose to leave the film industry, because it kind of fucking sucks. And it's like, okay, do I care more about my job and my passion than my overall well-being? Because in order to work in the American animation industry, it's very disheartening to know that when it comes to the film industry in general, there are usually 3 places in the United States that you can live in to, like, you know, get steady work within this industry. You can either live in Los Angeles, you can live in New York City, or you can live in Atlanta. Those are really the 3 main hubs for where they film shit all the time. That is where you go if you want to, you know, do live action film. If you want to work with animation, 9 times out of 10, your ass has to fly out to California in order to do that. So we already have to take into consideration that a lot of these jobs are all in one place. Now, what comes out of that? A lot of these jobs are based in Los Angeles. Oh, did you guys know that Los Angeles is one of the most fucking expensive places to live in the entire United States? It's not even funny. I'm not even joking. Why do y'all think so many productions have moved to Atlanta? Because it costs so much out in LA and in New York. So they keep coming down to Atlanta to save money, which is driving up the rent prices here, and it's also making all the other shit go up too just as well. So then you have that. You already have to pay this high ass rent. You already have to move out here to these jobs. But then guess what? You're not guaranteed job stability. That is one thing about the film industry that a lot of people don't know, is that when one production ends, you're basically unemployed again. You have to go out and look for another job. You have to go out and look for more other productions to, as I was saying, someone called me. You already have to make this big sacrifice to move out here, and then you're not guaranteed job stability. You're constantly looking for work all the time. When one thing ends, you're moving on and submitting your applications to another. And mind you, while you're still working on that production, you are going out and submitting for other things. Why do y'all think actors are constantly auditioning for things when they are working on other productions? It's because they understand that they are not always guaranteed a paycheck. They constantly have to be signing up for things, going out looking for work, and it's very, very, very annoying. I would go ahead and tell you that. It is very much irritating. The American film industry and just how the world sees art in general, drawing is not taken seriously. It's absolutely fucking not. The way the culture treats it is so fucking weird. Like, even with the film industry, they don't even consider to put animation into like regular categories with the other movies. They just all put them in one section that is like animated movie. And then they'll have, you know, the award shows that are strictly for animated movies. But I was like, no, all of this is still film. I think they should go in with the same categories. But when I think about how the industry just doesn't take animation seriously, it's not surprising. It's still very much disappointing to find out that a lot of the people behind the scenes that are helping to make our favorite cartoons and whatever, these people are suffering. they're suffering. Like, they may love their jobs, but they do not like being overworked and underpaid. And I am somebody that thinks nobody should go hungry. I am someone that thinks that people should not be struggling to pay rent, let alone having to live with 3 other roommates in order to make ends meet. I'm telling you, y'all remember that era of when a whole bunch of reality shows was coming out? Y'all remember that? When there was not much new scripted television coming. If there are not any new cartoons coming soon, and I'm not even just talking about animated movies, because for some reason those seem to always be coming out. We're gonna talk about that another day, because that's not even just a Disney thing, that's just an overall. But if y'all start to see less and less animated shows, y'all know why. You're aware of what's going on, because what's going on behind the scenes is unacceptable. Disney is a company that has way too much fucking money to not be paying their workers fairly. It makes no sense. And mind you that they require so much of these people in order for them to work for them. And these jobs are based in one of the most expensive, not even just cities, but states to live in America. So you have the nerve to have all these people come out here, move out here, and you can't even pay them a livable wage. And I know someone saying, oh, well, maybe they should work harder. They're just the production team. It doesn't matter. I don't care what they are. These are the people that help bring the production together. Not everybody has the privilege of being the director. Not everyone has the privilege of being the producer. I hope y'all seem to understand that when it comes to Hollywood, a lot of it is very gatekeepy, and a lot of it depends on nepotism to get jobs. A lot of these little Hollywood producers, they did not get there on their own. A lot of them got help from other people. I just can't stand when people want to say things like that, talking about, oh, you didn't work hard enough, that's why you're working in a low paying rank here. And I'm like, yes, I understand that. Because let's take Extra Work, for example. Extra Work, lowest ranking job on a set when it comes to live action film. Saying, oh, you're not working hard enough, that's why you're still an extra. Yes, I get that to a certain extent, but also you need to take into consideration that a lot of being able to move up in the film industry, being able to climb up on that ladder, has to do with who you know. A lot of times it has more to do with who you know versus your talent. A lot of people are able to get agents because of nepotism. And a lot of times, a lot of people be begging to be a part of agencies. People are constantly submitting their stuff like 3 times a week to specific agencies because they're trying to get signed, because they don't want to be an extra anymore. It's a lot of ass kissing that goes into this film industry. It's a lot of, I wouldn't necessarily say begging, but it's a lot of nepotism. It's very much gatekeeping. So it takes a minute to move up on that ladder. Yes, you may have the skill. Yes, you may have the talent, but if they like somebody a little bit more than you, that person most likely gonna get the job. And it's like when you sit down and you realize how gatekeepy this industry is, especially when it comes to a company like Disney, y'all should not be so surprised when you're starting to see more Kickstarter campaigns for a lot of people's independent productions, okay? A lot of people have been going the indie route, and I'm very much supportive of it, okay? Because this industry, like I said, it will chew you up and spit you right back out. And sometimes you even sit here and think, like, was this shit even worth it? Was it really worth it? Sometimes yes, but honestly, I don't even know no more at this point. So you're gonna keep seeing more Kickstarter campaigns for independent animation. You're gonna start seeing more campaigns and people pushing their own webcomics online because, you know, it costs too damn much to make a show. I understand, I get it, I've done it before. You're gonna start seeing more and more people with their independent productions come forward because this industry treats its workers horribly. They may love their jobs, but their sanity and health matter just as well. Like I said, y'all gonna start seeing more independent productions, and y'all gonna start seeing more reality TV again. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. I just want to keep this short, sweet, to the point because your girl going through it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. This do-rag is from my shop. This is the Ladybug do-rag, and these sunglasses from my shop too. It is the Chloe sunglasses. These are super cute. I have the Audrey sunglasses too, mommy and daughter sunglasses. How adorable. But Instagram, follow me on that. My shop and my blog. I just updated my blog too on my website, harryonnahook.com. Make sure you guys are reading that. I posted a post about like, you know, celebrity culture and how I used to be an obsessive fangirl. Ew. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good night.